said the only constant is change in college football. Over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me, guys. Can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return. Sets up this offense in solid field possession. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls and fires complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches there.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that now, you got to have your defense go belly out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Takes an easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They were trying to find the edge there by swinging it out to the right, but there was no room to run.
Yeah, in order for that play to work, they're going to have to get better blocking up front. Those receivers and tight ends, they've got to do a better job getting a hat-on-hat and give that running back a chance to go somewhere with the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The run from the shotgun. Pass through behind his pad. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Offense getting set for 1st down. They just keep firing. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. He's inside the... Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's passed. Running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest. He gets the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Using his legs, it's strong. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The pull and pull on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He's taking the shot. He's got it on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. The give to the back. There he goes. Good execution motion. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job of it.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Gay. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the ground. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. And this offense couldn't just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Quarterback keeper. He's stopped. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal. They'll have that at 3.
And he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hold and fire complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Defenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Keep it rolling.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass.
Abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 40. Past the 10. And he's got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Rice is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Tennessee. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this.
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep it from scoring. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get
that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Got run at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the single back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there versus 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, USC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup will put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's backed off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Trojans! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Rice is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Toss to the outside. Shakes off the defender. At the 35, he's got room. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the back. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got fourth down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like the play call.
It's complete to the right. He's finally shot down of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Yeah, and another good run. What's new, though? I mean, this dude, 150 on the dot. That is a great day at the office. He's been really, really good all game long, and it's no secret why they continue to feature this guy in the ground game.
Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got his.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. to the well.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. It's complete on the crosser. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Back's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is trailing right now. But I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 9 to Virginia. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Right back to him on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Finally corralled at number 4. He picks up the first down.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. Nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking to the big tight end. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense of getting in the end zone. Now, you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Gage. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's strong. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Trojans just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Right back to the well. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Quick timeout call by the defense. throw it. That's reeled in. It's game. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.